Hey,
there we go.
How are you?
You want to talk about when you order a pizza? This is the guy you want to bring it.
That's
How
right.
you doing, brother?
How you feel, big guy?
Good.
All right. A little gift for you.
Yes, go.
Yeah, want to open that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, let's see.
You don't stick a pizza in front of a big man.
That's right.
Here we go. There we go.
Nice. Limited edition.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's a jersey, yeah?
Yeah, it's a jersey.
Hockey jersey?
Yeah. You wear hockey jerseys?
Well, I'm going to wear this one.
Yeah.
If I hadn't worn them before, I'm definitely going to wear this one.
Beautiful. Enjoy.
Yes.
How's everything?
Sure. Good, man. Good, yeah.
Big night ahead, huh?
Big night.
Big
Can't
card.
wait. Big card. Yesterday, I went to the arena. It was packed. So many fans for the weigh-ins. They love Max Holloway. They love Charles Oliveira. It's going to be a good fight.
Those are likable guys.
They're both likable guys, but they're two of the baddest dudes you've ever met in your life. You stick them in that octagon, man, and they'll rip your head off. But in terms of just in life, two of the best.
Right, I know. And it's not always that way.
No.
Let me tell you, you recently coached with John Jones. That beef's a little real, right?
That's the real. That never changed, never will change. But we were able to at least be in the same area and not be at each other's throats constantly.
Right.
Like we were when we were younger. Let me tell you something. When you start to get older, he's still fighting, right? I don't have that fight left in me anymore. It's like, I don't really want to fight him anymore like I used to. So it was all good. It was a different experience, but I'm glad I did it.
Yeah. When that happens, like, what is it? It crosses the line, or what? There's no coming back from it?
Well, sometimes
it's too personal.
There are certain people that you just don't necessarily
jive with.
Like it's like oil and water.
Like you don't like him, he don't like you.
Yeah, and we try to pretend, and that's the worst. Like when you try to pretend like it's okay, and in reality, he just doesn't like me, and that's fine.
Right.
I don't really feel the need to try to fix it.
Yeah. Sometimes some people just come across kind of a little fake.
Yeah,
I don't know.
do.
I don't know. He doesn't. For me, I don't know him. He might be a nice guy, but
he'll be nice to your face.
Right. How did the whole Dagestani thing come about?
So Khabib first came to AKA back in the day, and when he came, everybody just kind of adopted him, bro. He was like a little brother to everyone, and now he's just the man, right?
Yeah.
We watched that kid go from, he would start coming to San Jose by himself, and then eventually he had a whole crew of guys, and it was like one great fighter. Then it was him. Then it was Islam, and Umar, and there's just so many great fighters come out of that camp. And he just came as a kid that was looking for a new place to train.
Yeah, and it's just a different breed, right?
He's a different dude, man.
Let
me tell you, his mindset is like nothing you've ever seen before in your life.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wonder how a guy will do. With Khabib, it was never a question. He was always going to be a champion.
Right. He wasn't going to be beat.
He was not getting beat.
Unless somebody...
If they let you bring a chrome bat with you to the octagon, is how you were going to beat him, because he was good, man. He knew exactly what he was going to do. You knew exactly what he was going to do, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, because he was so good at one thing, right?
The wrestling, the grappling, the chrome.
Oh, my God. How strong is he?
He's dude, now?
Yeah.
Khabib weighs 200-something pounds.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I was like, he was holding me down in New York City. It was crazy. And I'm big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could tell.
He was holding me down.
Holy man.
And I was big, and I'm going to be even bigger after these pizzas.
So if you were still fighting at 205 and you had to fight that giant Pereira, how would you approach that fight?
Wrestling. It would be wrestle. Listen, man.
Right.
Alex Pereira is one of the greatest fighters in the shortest amount of time that I've ever seen. His striking, the dude's won championships in 2 weight classes, and he comes from a kickboxing background. Generally, those guys don't do as well. So if it was me, Nick, I'd be shooting from the moment the referee got out the middle of us. Yeah. Every time I found space, I'd be diving at his legs, making him wrestle.
I agree.
Yeah, it's the best way
to beat him, right?
In theory, because nobody's been able to do it, but I think it's the safest approach.
I mean, Izzy caught him that one time, but that was like the perfect timing.
But Izzy was getting killed.
He was.
That fight was bad. The first fight, Izzy actually fought him well. The second fight, he was destroying him, and he caught him with the right hand, because Izzy never gives up on himself, right? But he's a stud, man. You get the best fighters in the world, and then magic happens.
Mm-hmm. And you could box, man.
I could back then.
You could box, man. I remember the second fight was at Stipe.
Yeah.
And you were winning the sucker.
Yeah, I was piecing him up,
kicking his ass, and then I don't know, you let up or some shit.
I was tired, man. I had back surgery, and I couldn't train the same way. I should have retired after that fight in New York City when I beat Derek Lewis. I think I was done because I started having these random injuries, like my back went out in the morning of the fight. I was running, I sneezed. It's like when you're older, when you sneeze and your back goes out, that means that you probably shouldn't be fighting inside of an octagon.
That's right.
I was able to do it that night. I should have taken that as the clue that it was over, but the money had got way too good at that point. It's like you were the champ, you were in these big fights, and I just could not go away from it. But I just remember, I watched The Simpsons, and Homer fought Mike Tyson once, and Mike Tyson just was beating his face in, but Homer just wouldn't fall. Homer was like the toughest guy ever. Yeah. And then he would kind of blow on people because they were so tired from beating on him that he would win. That's what happened with Stipe. I beat him so much that he was able to. I was just tired of beating on his face. I couldn't believe that he was still standing there.
It happens, man. Sometimes you just let your guard down, right?
He was good, man. He was good.
What do you think of Topuria?
He's the man.
That's a bad.
That dude is good.
He is good.
I was talking about him yesterday with someone, and we were talking about just how good his stance is, how grounded he is, his boxing ability, and confidence. Oh my goodness. The way that he thinks he's going to knock everybody out, and he's doing it.
And he does it.
And he's doing it.
When I first saw him, I was like, this guy just seems like a cocky guy.
Kind of short.
Yeah. And then you see it once, twice, three, and you go, I'm convinced.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's the real shit.
That Topuria is the real deal.
I hate to say it, but I would love to see that fight with him. And I don't know what would happen. Hard to beat Makhachev and those guys.
I think that's the best fight. I think Islam versus Topuria might be the biggest, best fight the UFC can put on in any weight class, just because they're both so elite. I don't know that we have two better fighters in the UFC than these two. And I think these two need a fight.
So you're going to send your son 2-3 days to Dagestan and forget?
Days, not months. This dude said years. Islam said years, which is crazy. But he can go and train for a little bit, but I'll be right there with him.
You'll be there?
Oh yeah, I'm going. I'm absolutely.
Well, you know I'm a McGregor fan. I got into the UFC because of McGregor.
Yeah, I hated him.
And you hated him.
I hated McGregor. I hated McGregor because
why'd you hate him?
I was the champion, and I knew he was about to make so much money, so I was kind of jealous. It wasn't that I hated him because he was good. I bought into the idea that he was a hype job initially. Then he kept winning.
Right.
And I was like, wow, he's actually pretty good. And then he goes and he knocks out Jose Aldo. But he was so quick with his one-liners. He really was different, right?
Yeah.
So I started to appreciate it a little bit. And then I was like, okay, he's secretly cool, but I'm not going to tell anyone.
Right.
And then he won that second belt in New York City. And he said to Joe, he goes, Joe, he has 2 belts on his shoulder. This arrogant kid from Ireland, right?
Yeah.
Making all this money. And he goes, Joe, I'd like to apologize. Right? I'm like, oh my God, humble. He's going to be humble.
Yeah.
And Joe goes, apologize to who? And Conor goes, absolutely nobody. I do whatever I want. I was like, he's actually really cool.
I know.
He was the man, bro. He changed what you thought an MMA fighter could be.
Right.
With the way that he talked and the way that he predicted things and just that confidence. I don't know that we had seen a fighter come in that had that level of confidence.
I don't think the UFC has ever had anybody close to his.
And I don't think we'll ever get it again.
And I don't think so. And I mean, even him and Khabib at one time.
That was the biggest
They were
fight.
friendlies, right? They were friends.
Well, Khabib, when he first saw him, was like, hey, can we get a photo? Because he knew the kid was like different.
Because he was a fanboy, right?
Then afterwards, he's like, I can't stand this dude. But
why couldn't he?
Well, you're on the other side of an opponent. Yeah, when you're on the other side of the guy, it's hard to appreciate him that much.
But that press conference, I still watch it. I can't get enough of it. I'll say, put it on the card just to cheer me up.
Really?
Because they're both hilarious.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
You know, like together they were just magical. I know McGregor probably went too far.
Yeah, he did.
You know, but it was still like, here, have a drink.
Yeah.
I don't drink.
I don't drink. Crazy.
And then he's like, we got to talk. Like, he don't always understand the translation. He doesn't know how funny he is. He's hilarious.
Such dry personality.
Exactly.
When he told Mike, when Khabib was in the fight with Michael Johnson, he said, brother, you have to give up. I deserve a title shot. He's beating Michael Johnson.
You must give up.
You must give up, brother. You know I deserve a championship. And I was like, this is crazy. But yes, you know, as much as they despise each other, they needed each other.
Yes.
Especially Khabib. He needed Conor McGregor to elevate him into the star that he is today.
That's right. Even though he probably, hates him secretly, he has to give him some credit for making him bigger.
In his career. Oh,
yeah,
God.
because it is somewhat
even
business.
that fight afterwards. After the fight.
Yeah.
Khabib gained 7 million Twitter, Instagram followers the day after the fight.
He blew up.
He blew up, and now he's one of the biggest global superstars in the world.
Incredible.
Hey, but yeah, I still watch it too, if I'm honest with you.
Oh.
When I want to, I go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube. I don't know the guy's name, but I'll have Cassandra send it to you guys. There's a guy that does almost stories of the fight. So he will put it in one video. The press conferences, the arrivals to the arena, the fight. He does it all. He walks you through everything. It takes an hour. There's a Khabib Conor one that's an hour long. It's awesome.
I'm going to ask you another question about that fight and McGregor. If you think McGregor was at his best in that fight, I didn't think so. I didn't think it was the best version of him.
I think the boxing going away to box hurt him because it made him a better boxer, but being away from all those other areas of mixed martial arts, it's hard to really train for a short period of time when Khabib never did. Here's the thing, though. He still wouldn't have beaten him.
I agree.
Just because his style was too... He just has a style that would always be difficult for Conor.
Right.
The wrestling, the top pressure, the cardio, all those things were...
How come his cardio? Is that something you think you're born with? He just did not have... He would gas out right away, McGregor.
He just was punching, throwing real hard.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, trying to knock you out.
Yeah.
That's why Topuria is so impressive.
That's what I'm saying.
Because Topuria is throwing to knock you out, and he still doesn't get tired.
And he don't get tired.
That's what's impressive about how does a guy at 145 at the time carry that type of power for 25 minutes? When he beat Josh Emmett survived. Right. But man, he looked like he got hit with a baseball. He got beat so bad.
Right.
For 25 minutes, it was crazy.
So do you think Makhachev and Topuria happens?
I hope it happens.
Me too.
Islam is talking about it more openly than he ever has.
Right.
Which makes me, gives me a little more confidence that the fight may happen.
He's funny too.
He's the best, man.
Yeah.
These Russian dudes, I don't know if it's the translation or what, and it's just, but they're just so matter of fact.
Yeah, and that's why, because you just said it, they're so dry.
Yeah.
They're so freaking deadpan that you crack up.
Think about it. He told me to send my kid to Dagestan for 2-3 years, and now I get it everywhere. It's like, wait, what? That's not funny if I tell you that. But if they say it, it's just funny because you realize how
I heard you took some shit for saying hi to McGregor. They were like, why'd you say hello?
You like this guy? I said, no. I said, but come on, man. The guy walked past me.
Yeah.
But those are my brothers, right?
I know
those are my brothers, right? So, you love those guys, but they're the most loyal human beings you've ever met in your entire life.
Right.
So I think that's what it is. Khabib even said it. He goes, I can't be friends with John Jones. Right. He goes, I can't because of my relationship with Daniel.
He's right. I mean,
he's
loyalty.
Yeah,
but
loyalty.
I mean, if you see him, you could say hello.
It is what it is.
I mean, or not. I
mean, he said he might if he saw the guy with his children, but it is what it is.
Yeah, let me show you the pizza, my man.
Let's see what we got.
Have you had it?
Ooh, I love this pizza.
Yeah.
The pepperoni.
You like the pepperoni?
I love the pepperoni.
Yeah, eat one.
Let's take a piece of this pizza.
Yeah. I'll have one with you.
You gonna have one?
Yeah, why not? You know what I do?
What's that?
I take the pepperoni off sometimes.
I love the pepperoni by itself.
This is good shit.
It's really good.
You do a great job.
Thank you, sir.
You and Joe.
Thank you.
I mean, Rogan is great at it too.
It's my favorite job.
A lot of fun to work with him.
Mm-hmm.
Good dude.
Joe's the best.
Yeah. I've only met him in passing, so I don't really know him, but comes across like a great guy.
Me, him, and John, we have great work relationships, great personal relationships, so it makes it feel every time like we're coming together as friends.
Yeah.
To do the coolest shit ever.
Right.
Which it is.
Yeah.
Right? That's our job.
Yeah,
to sit and watch. To sit and watch the most amazing sport in the world.
Yeah.
Right next to the octagon. Bro, we're going to the White House. We're actually going to the White House to call UFC fights.
That's freaking wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I get to do that with my friends.
Right.
That's amazing. But we don't get enough of each other in terms of just being there for the fight. So it's awesome.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because you generally like each other. There are a lot of people that work together, they can't stand each other.
And you could feel that. You could feel it on air. Like you put this talent together.
Yep.
And they might seem like they're magical. But then the moment they're done, they just...
Right.
And they never see each other.
They go their different ways.
Yeah, not us.
Yeah, the one thing I would have liked was you whooping Brock Lesnar.
Man, me too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
I would have liked seeing you kick his ass.
I wanted to fight him so bad.
Did you?
I thought it was a great matchup for me. And obviously, Brock Lesnar sells a ton of pay-per-view.
Right.
At the time, he was selling, you know, we were doing pay-per-view, and a Brock Lesnar fight was crazy. When Brock Lesnar and I have known each other since college, right? I wrestled in junior college, he wrestled in junior college, just a weight above me. We wrestled even, our teams wrestled each other in Division I, Minnesota, Oklahoma State. So we were in communication at times. When Brock signed to come back and fight Mark Hunt at UFC 200, he sent me a text message and said, "Merry Christmas to the Cormier family," because he knew we were going to sell a boatload of pay-per-view and I was going to get all this extra money. So Brock was like, "Yo, Merry Christmas, I'm fucking back," and it was awesome. Yeah.
So that's one that you wish.
That's one that got away from me. Yeah, so it was big, man. Plus, he came into the octagon afterwards. We got the whole shoving and the yelling, and it was just built. It was already built.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have had to do anything else.
Yeah.
We just had to fight. People were gonna watch.
Did you ever think about a comeback fight ever?
No.
It's too late now, right?
When I was done, I was done. I went to the gym. I'm in my gym coaching the other day. I go spar those kids. And I'm just so sore afterwards. I'm like, Jesus Christ, my legs hurt, my back hurt. It was terrible.
What was your final record?
22, I think. 22, 3 losses and 1 draw.
Pretty damn good, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
it was good.
Man, it's
especially
a
when a lot of them were title fights.
Thank you for doing this, man.
You are the man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the pizza.
I'd like to freaking cuddle with you. You just seem like a cuddly guy.
You're the man.